Thanks for staying with us. So yesterday was dedicated partly to the celebration of Father's Day, to honor our fathers, father figures, uncles, brothers, and today we'll be celebrating the day again. We're going to acknowledge the sacrifices of our fathers, stepfathers, grandfathers, uncles, brothers, and guardians, how it shaped our world and our life today. And let's make our men, the men in our lives, feel special. So I'd like to open the phone lines for people to call in to share with us the experiences they've had with the male figures in their lives. It could be anybody. It could be your neighbor who's been very kind, who's been very respectful, who's raising his children properly, and you feel that he needs to be celebrated. Today we are opening up our phone lines. Please call and let us celebrate our fathers, all the men in our lives today. I want ladies of your view, no talking about women today. Just talk about men. Just talking about men. Don't even try to use mistakes. Men. We're discussing men this morning. Let's celebrate our fathers. You can call it good men. Thank you. You have
all men.
Right. All men. All men. Good, the bad, the ugly, the whole works. You can call us on 081 0764 1679 090 63440. You can also tweet to us at TVC Connect. Please hashtag YourViewTVC so we can read your tweets. So we've all had different men in our lives, either our husbands, our brothers, our friends, our uncles, our fathers, neighbors, people that just men in our lives. And I'd like us to share a few memories of you. I'll start with Nyma, because Nyma has 1,000,000,001 memories. You know, you're that is gay here. But definitely, I'd like to start with you, because quite a number of us need to think of all the various lovely memories of our father figures. Let me start with you.
I was blessed, really blessed. Because I was a young girl, I had no confidence. You know, out of my 3 sisters, you are surprised.
Shocked.
You to see.
Beyond.
I was so small. I was small, and my grandma my dad just used to call me my mom. I was so small. Till I was 12, I didn't have this height. Small. They used to put stool for me to do house chores, or anything I need to do on the sink. I was that small. And I didn't have the long hair like my sisters. I was darker than them. I just didn't feel confident in myself. So my father noticed it amongst the girls that, you know, anytime they're talking, we're like, just put the come. You know, I don't focus on I'll continue to do the praises for my sisters. And so he particularly paid attention, and for that I'm eternally grateful. Eternally, because I found
confidence.
By the time I was a teenager, if you talk to me, you go to Sabi Agbani. He used to just hype me.
You know? Tell them the hype, the eyeballs, the hair.
You have the most beautiful eyeballs. Then when I was growing my breasts, I'd be like, this is tiny. I don't even have young shot. He said, that's why you age beautifully. When you're aging, you age beautifully. You won't age like all these girls who you age. And you know, those things, I still believe them about myself today. All those positive words were what really formed me. I could hardly take a decision without, you know, running it. But this is the trusted mind. I want to run it through him. That what do you think when he was alive? And, you know, I'm eternally grateful for that. I see it I appreciate it when I see fathers pay that attention to their kids. It's important. You know, a mom is a giving. We love our kids. We give birth to them, children. But when a father stands aside to do it for his child, you know, he makes that child whole. He forms that child completely. And I don't know how to underestimate it or underappreciate it when you see it. It's just something that you must appreciate. So I'm really, really grateful. Those are some of the things I look out for.
Who else would like to go?
I can go.
So, yeah, my dad, very wonderful dad. My dad was very much about education. You know, coming from the north, you just be wondering, because all of us went to very good schools and all. He will come out and choose a very good school for you. He won't tell you that this is the course you go and read, but it's going to be like, you go to this kind of school. I remember he had one friend, and the friend, when I was going to secondary school, of course, I was going to go to any of the Hausa schools around. And one guy now came and met him and said, no, in Kana so yara na sikaratu. That means if you want them to really read and understand and then let them mix up, take her down, take her to Kudu. That means take her to somewhere like Lagos, Boko, or somewhere. I did my common entrance and I got Boko. He made sure he took me to school and brought me back. All my visiting days,
Traveling back.
My dad made sure
showed up
for all my visits, because we always have every last Sunday, Saturday of the month, always our visiting day. For that 3 months, he will come and visit me by himself. And he made sure that, you know, at some point, every time in my life, if there's any need for anything, he makes sure that he provided it. Who is listening and all.
Wow.
He's just a wonderful dad. Then my husband, best guy, he's so loving. And the way he takes, yes, especially financial responsibility and all. When school fees is coming, I can see the way he's so, he'd be so worried. How do I get, everything together and all. Wow. They are all kudos to them.
Yes.
Very
well.
So first of all, Father's Day was celebrated in church yesterday. So for the children, they had asked them to write something about their fathers, right? And then present it to their dad. So my children had written the same thing, nearly the same thing. Yeah, both of them for him. So one, they said they love him for his sense of humor. They express in different ways for his sense of humor. And then they say because he makes the best noodles. And then he says, so it isn't just about food, but, and that's the truth. For me, as you all know, I lost my dad at a really young age. So I didn't really get to, know him. And I remember the time when, I took my husband home. And my mom and my aunties were wondering, why him, because of the age difference and everything. But I always say to people that ask me, I said, I saw Expo with the way he was with his older children. So I was like, I like the way he's fathering these ones. I would like that for my children. And my children are blessed to have my husband as a father, And he's always saying, that this time around, doing it the second time around with my children, is like he's a better version of even the first time. And I'm thinking that first version is, really good. So, and I love the relationship. It's a much more casual kind of relationship than what, where I'm accustomed to, where father, you give, but he is really involved with them. So it's so good to see that. I feel that's one of my biggest blessings, the kind of father that my children have.
Oh, fantastic. Me, I don't even know where to start. So my own dad, my biological father, somewhat, those that's back then now, not like your own dad, I saw hands-on. My dad is a very, very, very workaholic, very strict. He's not the kind of guy you just go and meet and spend gisting with who. Before you enter his room, you have to be sure that he has called you into his room. But what I remember most of my father is how he had huge expectations for all of us, and he expressed it, what he wanted from us. I knew how the kind of things he sacrificed for his country, for the work he does, and I could see had this desire for what he wanted for the nation. So all that helped me because he birthed in me the hunger, the nationhood that I have, the nationalistic perspective that I have was from my father. The discussions he was having with his friends, how he was aggressive, about what he was so passionate about, So I could see it. When he was thinking analytically about Nigeria, so those things formed the foundation of what I'm doing today because of my dad. But my brother, who I was shipped out to meet him in the years, he was indeed a father. Like when I say hands-on, I've shared the story before. My brother was really hands-on. He paid my school fees. He took care of me. He was working several jobs just because I got to America when he just got married. He was about to start off his life. And then they brought his younger sister from Nigeria. He has never met in his entire life. He's meeting me for the first time.
Oh, really? Was it that?
Yeah, that was the first time when I left, when I was at 15. He was meeting for the very first time. He was just trying to understand who I am, And I'm into his house, and then his wife is like, okay, who is this? And I'm a stranger in their home and trying to, So I'm really grateful for my brother, Dikwa Akabasho. He really raised me, paid my school fees, took care of me, observed everything, knew when I was doing everything I was dating. He would tell his wife, please, I don't know who that good boy is. I remember my prom. He made sure we got the limousine. He was just very hands-on. And I always remember how my brother, when my mom came tonight to the US to me, and she just saw how dark I was. She now said, oh, I'll send you cream. My mother now sends cream from Nigeria. I know those cream that you put in the fridge.
You put in the fridge.
And I started lightening up. Then I was still using hydroquinone. He didn't know how bad it was. So I was just lightening up. My brother knows. He knows. And I packaged it in the fridge because I know my brother. He must not see it. So I packaged it in a way that he would not even know it's cream. He would just see I was light. He said, you're getting light. I said, no. I said, you are getting lighter. I said, no, I'm not getting lighter. He now started looking at me. After a while, he now noticed the thing in the fridge. He said, is this the cream you're using? I said, yes. He said, He poured it away in the dustbin. I called my mom, never, ever send this girl this kind of nonsense again. Well, she's a young girl. She's just 17, 16. What are you trying to do to her? you know, and that really was really it helped me to realize that, listen, appreciate what you don't need all that extra to be, you know, because then I was having issues. It was after my accident. I felt really low. So he tried to encourage me that, listen, you're still beautiful. Yes, you know, you are good. You have to be on a wheelchair for a while, because I felt I would never date again. I felt I would never walk again. I felt that I would never get married because I was really in a bad state. So when I started walking again, I just felt, okay, let me bleach up, let me look really. So you don't need that. Your skin will come back. The natural skin will come back. So I'm so grateful to my brother for being a father, being hands-on with me. And even when he came home, he's always just very cool like that. And he's a father to everybody. You know, you think he treats you special. And then you see everybody like, oh, I thought I was a special one. But he's actually like that. So even my younger brother, everybody, he's really an amazing father. So I really celebrate him today. But I would like to open our phone lines. Please call in. We'd like to hear your own stories of how the men in your lives have been. You can call us on 081 0764 1679 090 6344. You can also tweet to us at TVC Connect. Please hashtag YourViewTVC so we can read your tweet. I hear we have Amaka already waiting. Good morning, Amaka. You're live.
Good morning, ma.
Good morning. Baraka the Salah.
Same to you. I want to share my idea of my relationship, the man in my life.
Okay.
And that is my husband, Mr. Tosuku Isama. He is the best. He is the best among all the men I have met in business, in church, in fact, in my life. He is my pillar.
Oh.
He is my backbone. He is always there for me and my children. What we did not request is what we did not grant. When he is annoyed, immediately I look at him, I have eye contact with him, he mellows down.
Oh.
He is the best.
Oh.
I cannot tell you that he don't get annoyed. If I say that, I'm lying. He gets annoyed, but he corrects you gently, mildly, and lovely.
Oh.
My husband is the best.
Oh, I love this for
My
you.
husband is the best. Even from you. In fact, in my next world, I will marry Mr. Tosuku
I hope he's hearing.
Oh,
He
fantastic.
is so caring. He is so loving.
Okay, we have heard this.
Even when the point is very tough.
Today was this Father's Day. Husband's Day.
When I was giving birth,
Okay.
this man stands by me.
Oh,
Okay. No, she's still there.
hello.
Can I continue?
Yes. Okay. She said she should continue.
Okay, so we have to go on a break. But you see, thank you very much.
Thank you,
we have to
Amaka.
go now. But the thing is that we don't, let's not slip into Husband's Day. Although their husbands are fathers, right?
Yeah.
But it's okay, we can celebrate our husbands. But when we come back to, we talk about husbands who are also being great fathers. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
But no.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.